Hey crypto friends, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name's Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today we are going to take a look at Near Protocol on the charts and we are going to see where it might be headed in the long term. I'm going to go through both a long-term bullish TA scenario and a long-term bearish TA scenario. All right. Now, for those of you who are new to the channel, if you are interested in trading and would like to try out the same crypto exchange that I use, feel free to go ahead and check out MEXC if you would like. I personally love this exchange for two big reasons. First of all, I've been using this exchange for about 3 years now. I absolutely love it. As you guys can see, they've got some of the cheapest trading fees in the entire industry right now at just 0.01%, which is very nice because you get to keep more of your profits if you're trading. And in addition to that, I'm a huge altcoin nerd, so hey, I love to be able to trade all kinds of different altcoins, and they have over 1,500 different altcoins on a regular basis, and they are constantly adding new ones on a regular basis also. So that's nice as well. All right, guys, so we are going to dive into some Near Protocol price action today. So let's go ahead and check this out. All right. So now, for those of you who aren't familiar with me, I am a long-term type of swing trader, all right? So I am not looking at the 1-hour charts or the 2-hour charts or the 30-minute charts or anything like that. I'm typically looking at longer-term scenarios and longer-term trading setups. So basically what I typically like to do is I typically like to look at the weekly chart, the daily chart, and usually sometimes the 4-hour charts, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at this. So as you guys can clearly see right now with Near Protocol, hey, things have been pretty darn good. I mean, at the time of me filming this video, hey, we had that giant, not giant, but we had a pretty good run with Bitcoin recently. And we had a bunch of, and then Bitcoin dominance started to go down a little bit. And then altcoins started to fly up, which is what you can clearly see here. With Near Protocol, we clearly ended up having a pretty darn good run here of, let's see here. I mean, this run lasted for about 71%. That's pretty nuts, you guys. So as you can see, obviously on the RSI, it was, it reached a pretty overbought territory, and it's, obviously starting to come down now as well. Now, with where it's coming down right now, to be realistically honest with you, I don't think it's going to come down very far. I personally think it's just going to end up coming down to probably this range right here, probably around right in here, this area, the area of like 148, somewhere around there, where we are pretty much sitting at right now. Now, if it does go lower than that, which obviously it definitely is a possibility, then I could potentially see it going down to roughly these levels right here of roughly $1.28 or so. That's a good solid level of a midterm support right there. All right, but as far as long-term support is considered, we have got big support down here at 97 cents, where kind of, we stopped, going downwards. And we have got a midterm resistance here at around $1.67. All right, now, for a midterm bullish scenario, what I'm seeing here, especially considering the market is continuing or starting to, prop up and starting to actually move now, which is awesome. I'm fully expecting and hoping here that, we will end up flipping this resistance right here, and we will end up heading higher into this new range up here. We will end up flipping this, and $1.67 will now become support, and we will end up having new resistance at $2.41 and start trading in that range. The reason why I say that is because the last range that we were trading in was right around in here, as you guys can clearly see with my circled range right here. We ended up creating this support down here at $1.67, and we ended up creating a high here in that range at around $2.41. So that is my reasoning for this range here. Now, when we are finished with this next range, if the market and if overall sentiment is still pretty high and we continue to keep going even higher, then I will start looking for new resistance at around $2.84, which is where we topped off right up here in this range up here. All right. Now, when we go ahead and clear that range, then we will move up to the next range, and 284 will become support, and our next resistance, our next big time resistance, will be $3.44. As you guys can see right back here, we created that around November of 2022. All right. Now, as far as bearish goes, to be brutally honest with you, crypto's looking really good right now. Unless, the market ends up nuking hardcore, I really don't see this project, or I don't see this token, dropping further than where it was at 97 cents, in all brutal honesty. All right. Now, as far as where I think it could head in the long-term future, now when I'm talking long-term future here, you guys, I'm talking very, very long-term future, okay? Especially in this next upcoming bull market. Now, I'm a realistic type of person. I do not like to give hype. I am a very realistic person. That's just, me hyping things up. That's just not the type of person I am. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Near Protocol is going to go to like $100 or anything like that, because just that's realistically, that's just not reality, okay? And I'm here to help people. I'm not here to hype things up and make people lose money, all right? So realistically, in the long-term grand scheme of things, as far as looking at this from a perspective of, reaching the same all-time high or a new all-time high in this next upcoming bull market, to be realistic and to be brutally honest with you guys, in my personal opinion, again, this is my opinion, and you can disagree with it if you want, but in my personal opinion, I don't think we are going to end up creating a new high with Near Protocol, all right? And the simple reason why is because it is just not as popular as the other larger chains out there, all right? And realistically, in the grand scheme of things, I mean, popularity is what drives a lot of the price action in a lot of these tokens, you guys. I mean, it really does. It's been the same for years, and it's not going to change anytime soon either, okay? Now, I realistically think that it is going to end up having the same outcome as NEO, where, hey, it had its first big bull market, it did very, very good, and then it came down and dropped very far, and then the next bull market came around, which is the previous bull market that we recently had, and it did not go up anywhere near where it went in the first bull market, okay? So realistically, it was a difference of roughly, let's see, 190 to 125, so that's like, geez, it's like what, $65 or so. So realistically, I personally do not think that Near Protocol will end up reaching a new all-time high. I personally think it's going to end up having the same fate as NEO and end up, obviously I do think it's going to go up high, but I do not think it's going to create a new all-time high, okay? So again, just take that with a grain of salt. That's just my personal opinion. You're free to calculate your own opinion if you wish, but that is just my personal opinion, guys. But overall here, you guys, realistically, from where Near Protocol is at right now, there is still a lot of room for some decent gains here, all right? I mean, realistically, I could easily see at least a good easy 10x from here. So realistically, you can make some pretty decent gains here still. So overall here though, you guys, if you guys have any questions about anything that I mentioned in this video or anything about the way that I do my personal technical analysis, feel free to go ahead and reach out to me in my free community Discord server, which you can find a link to in the description below this video. Other than that, you guys, that's going to pretty much do it for this video. So I will go ahead and wrap this one up. But before you guys leave, if you haven't already, go ahead and make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a new crypto and altcoin video from me on a regular basis. And hey guys, with that said, thanks again for watching.